I am placing blocks and shit, cause I'm in the fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, me too.
I want to know, what do you guys think? Are we gonna get any, he's right behind me, isn't he?
I am going to bet there will be at least one.
Do we think, is there gonna be a Herobrine reference?
Yeah.
I think I saw something saying that there was technically one, but I don't know. Those are clickbait channels. I'm not sure. If
That's
like
what we're going to find out.
That's what we're going to find out. Okay, possibly.
It's supposed to be a Herobrine. Say that again.
Herobrine?
I think I like that name.
I don't think it's going to be that blatant.
Jason Momoa's the secret villain.
It's Jason Momoa.
He's pissed off he couldn't play Steve.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. So from what I heard, the two diversity hires are going to do almost nothing. The one like pseudo Asian chick and the black lady, they do almost nothing. Like they're there as
They're
actual
just there
characters.
as comedic factor.
No. It's not even that. No, they're there for like 20 minutes, maybe, in the film, and then they do almost nothing the rest of the film. Are we going to Culver's or where are we going?
We're going to Culver's.
Okay.
I can't turn left there.
Right. I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
jockey.
So, okay, those two non-characters will forget their names by the end of the movie.
I'm gonna forget all of their characters' names except for Steve.
I don't know. From what I
Momoa.
understand, Jason Momoa's character is actually pretty iconic. He's kind of like...
It's just Jason Momoa's character.
It's Jason Momoa, but he's kind of like video game retro store Robbie Rotten.
I have seen, like, they showed off, like, one of the props from the movie, and it's a fucking blunderbuss.
What the fuck? One of the ones that I saw was a goddamn Tesseract. Like, it's the actual Tesseract from fucking Avengers.
They got the Tesseract.
That's how they get there, apparently. Alright? So, dun 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 dun!
It's got, like,
dun dun!
Steve is canon
It's
to
got,
the
like, the
multiverse.
enchanting language on it. I saw in, Grian did a tour of the Mojang office, and he showed that off.
I'm sorry. Da 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 da! I
It all
am
makes sense
Steve.
now. It all makes sense now. They have the Tesseract in it, so they're gonna have the, he's right behind me, isn't he, guys?
Marvel humor, at the very least, is confirmed. I don't know.
They fly now.
Fuck. I hope to God that happens so that I can shoot myself there. Like, I can kill myself and be done with this. Because, God damn it. Okay, you've gotten me on a tangent, motherfucker. They fly now? Bitch! Jetpacks have existed for 1,000 years. It's like saying they have spears now? They have spears now after seeing a goddamn bayonet. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. God. Oh.
I can't breathe.
They have wheels now? They have wheels now. Ah! God, I'm gonna kill you, Finn. I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
It's like that one clip of Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just mash me like a rock. Just mash my head in with a rock.
I'm gonna go into the ring and eat all the trash up and call me the trash man. And I take the can and I over his head.
Oh, look at
God.
this. I dropped my Magnum condom from my Magnum dong.
What? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I am
Ah! You posting this on YouTube?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes.
I want you to know how based I am, YouTube. Chicken jockey. The Nether.
The Nether. Okay. I did not like the fact that Jack Black sung 4 times. thought that
Or-
was
Those were endearing. Like, at first you're like, oh, God, this is cringe. But then you get into it and you're like, you know what? I don't mind this. This is funny. It's one of those ones where for like the first 2 seconds you're like, oh, God. But then you're like, damn, he actually is kind of good.
well, yeah, because he's in a band. He sings in a band, so
I'm just saying, unpopular opinion. Are we recording or have we
we
been
are
recording?
we are live.
We are
Okay,
live.
we're live.
Yeah.
All right.
This is our thoughts.
Here's my opinion. I liked it. It was not that bad. It was actually pretty great. The only problems I had were these. Very slow start, very rushed ending.
Yeah, I thought the
Right.
ending was way rushed.
It was way too
So
much.
what should have happened is, first off, cut down on the characters. Realistically,
Honestly,
all you need
get rid of
is
the
Garrett the Garbage
get
Man.
rid of the children and the black lady.
All you need is Garrett the Garbage Man and Steve.
Yeah.
Offload some of Henry's trauma onto Garrett, and then boom shakalaka, you're good. Right?
Yeah.
Second thing, get rid of all this exposition. Like, the exposition at the start,
The exposition was
You know-
was way bad.
it was way too long.
Too long, not
Maybe-
needed.
I think
Maybe...
the plot leading up to how they get to the overworld should be changed or altered
Yeah, that
in
was
a way
Like-
that makes more sense. I mean, just forget about the entire, live action aspect. If it was actually animated in a different way, then, like, why can't we have, Steve growing up, in a village somewhere,
Yeah.
and then, it gets destroyed, their parents died. I mean, that kind of explains, why you don't see any more other people like you in the overworld. I mean, actually,
Yeah.
taking the lore from Minecraft and incorporating it in a movie setting,
You
I
know-
think that would be quite interesting. But
Yeah.
I don't like how they portrayed this cube and this other cube. You put them together and shaboom, you're in the overworld. It just doesn't make sense to me. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
how Jack Black, or Steve, I should say, found the cube, or I should say the orb. It just didn't make any sense to me. It was-
Another thing. Because of the fact that Steve grew up in the real world, that brings up a good question of the zombies. Why do they
Why do they look
suspiciously
like him?
why do they wear the exact same clothes as him?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's just because
That's the way Minecraft
That
is.
is the way, but like it makes no sense.
It does make no sense, and that's why I think if
Why
they
did
redid-
why didn't they bring up the fact that the zombies look exactly like Steve?
exactly? I think if they redid the beginning to make make sense of all the things that were going on,
Another
and
thing.
If you were to change
Go ahead.
almost nothing, though, I think it would be vastly improved by cutting down on the characters. I think you could at least get to Mario movie level. And if you want to go beyond that, then you go with what Daniel is suggesting.
We didn't need the Jennifer Coolidge side plot.
no, we didn't. Not
No.
at all. I thought that was not.
That was
Yeah,
That
no.
was not it.
Yeah.
That was not it.
that was not very good.
No. It was funny, but like I was telling Lucas earlier, in a previous era, that would be in the DVD box set that had like a bunch of side stories of the adventures of this villager that walked back through. Right? Those would be the side adventures that get, a short film that's kind of funny. Like back in the day when you'd have like Mater side stories
Yeah.
or a side story about the the cars that got lost in the desert, like that dad looking guy.
Yeah.
Those would be their own little short story movies to the side of everything.
Yeah. I didn't think the green screen. I could very obviously tell that it was green screen.
There were parts that worked.
There were parts
but
that worked, but
it-
there were quite a few
Like,
parts that it
There were a
looks
few
obvious.
parts that were extremely obvious. Yeah.
Like when they were flying. Ooh.
When they were flying, yeah, there were 1 or 2 frames where I'm like, oh yeah.
Especially
green screen.
when it was like on the kid.
Yep. So
just-
honestly, personally, I would say make all of them look like that, like the CGI style, right? Then it looks a little less weird.
Obviously, they're not going to do that because there's a post-credit scene with Alex.
Right. Well, but like you could, if I were sticking to it, right? It would be when they're in the overworld, they look normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they're in Minecraft, they look different. Like they look like the rest of the Minecraft characters.
Also,
right?
very interesting. They never mentioned the end.
Steve mentioned it like he had completed it. The sense that I got is that Steve has already
When?
beaten the game.
When did they mention it? Did he mention it?
I think it was something along the lines of him like, you know, I don't know if he like mentioned it, but he had like he had some end game stuff that implied that he'd already gone and won, right? And this whole thing going on was just like, I don't know.
To me, this
Because
feels...
it's an interesting back and forth.
It doesn't
On
feel
one
like
hand-
a Minecraft movie. It feels like a Minecraft Legends movie.
Yeah, exactly. So on one hand, seems like he's never been to the Nether, right?
Yeah.
Because he talks about like, whoa, the Nether. I've never been here before, and look at all this shit that's here. On the flip side, he has some pretty endgame stuff like the elytra, some enchanted weapons and armor. I actually don't think he ever used potions, so that's kind of on brand.
No. Never used.
So I mean,
never
like
used potions,
he would have had
like
to have gone to the
Piglins
Nether.
did.
Yep. You know, actually, I will say there is some extremely accurate parts of the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm surprised they clearly knew some of their stuff because they knew to include a what is it? What's it called? Chicken farm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They had it set up like you would actually have a chicken farm set up. You know? I mean, more or less.
Typically, when lava touches an item, it destroys the item. So, in all honesty, that chicken should not exist.
No, but
But I
don't know if
what
they were
you're
going to.
I get what you're putting down.
I get what I'm saying. The way that everything works, it works generally by and large by Minecraft logic. It kind of works.
I don't know why they threw Hermes boots from Terraria in there.
Oh yeah, I kept mentioning that a lot.
I didn't
my
notice.
thing was, this is my take on like some bits. First of all, I don't know why they added the boost of swiftness or whatever they called it.
They're Hermes boots from Terraria.
yeah, exactly. They're like the Hermes boots from Terraria. I'm just like, did they rip that from Terraria, or did they not?
Also,
I was kind of iffy on that.
I understand like the blunderbuss is like, oh, you can be creative in all these different ways.
Minecraft doesn't let you be creative with crafting recipes.
Yeah.
Unless
No.
you have mods.
And Mojang doesn't like guns.
No.
Yeah.
But they'll allow blunderbuss.
Well, it was
Can't
a
wait.
potato cannon. So
It was in the shape of a blunderbuss. I'm calling it a
Yeah.
blunderbuss.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's
and
potato.
Can't wait to see
And,
that in the next content update.
Dude, I swear, if it is entirely possible in my book that
It's-
Mojang adds a good proportion of the stuff that was unique to the Minecraft movie. Some of it was pretty sick. I would take that potato cannon.
No,
Personally.
they made it into an add-on on Bedrock Edition.
The bucket chucks, I'd take those. That seems pretty sick. What else was there? The models for the swords were actually pretty awesome. I liked those. God, what? Oh, hooking
You know what?
minecarts together.
You know-
Hooking minecarts
No,
together.
hold on. You know what
Jesus
made me
fuck.
cringe?
Huh.
The general was named Chungus.
Yeah. Yeah. Not fantastic.
Yeah. I haven't added
kind
my
of
take
kind of
on
funny,
the movie.
kind of funny
and-
character. I guess he's just like super chill, but it's like meh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there were no blazes,
No blazes, yeah.
no
Yep.
nether fortress.
Yeah. So my take on the movie, in my opinion, I mean it's a kids movie. Like I'm not gonna be super ecstatic and be like, oh my god, oh they did this thing, oh. I'm not gonna be super excited about it because like it's marketed to children. It's not gonna be like cinema out of the box. Hell yeah, it's a kids movie.
Personally, I don't know if
And-
that gives it an excuse.
No,
There are a
not
lot
really.
of-
I'm not saying it as an excuse. I'm just saying it as I didn't go in expecting it, and
But you
I was
should,
pretty.
though.
I was pretty all right in my.
It was all right. But
Criticism.
this is the thing. This is the thing that I'm saying. I felt the inkling of a good movie underneath.
I just felt the mediocrity. It just
No,
felt
no.
mediocre to me.
Okay, I
Yeah.
felt. This is me. I felt potential that could have been. This felt to me like it was draft 2 of the film, and if they got to draft 3 or 4, they would have a very good an 8 on their hands, right? A 10 is something like Star Wars, like A New Hope, right?
I do think
Well, an
there
8
was potential there. It's just
Yeah.
what I'm looking at the product we got,
Right,
which
but
is
it was
pretty mediocre. I mean,
It was middle of the road, but it was definitely not like we were expecting a 3 or a 4.
I was expecting
told-
a 98 Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we got slightly better. Okay, so I told Lucas Mario movie was like a 7.
No,
This is
I'm
like a
I'm talking
6.5.
like the original Mario.
Yeah, no,
movie.
I know what you're talking about. I'm saying like in terms of my ranking, Mario movie was a 7. This is a 6.5, maybe a 6. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I think out of all of the video game movies that have come out in recent years, kids video game movies to be specific, I think
isn't bad.
Sonic 3 is at the top.
Sonic 3 is probably yeah, I could see that.
Then
Okay.
I would
So-
say the Mario movie, and then the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than it used to be. Definitely.
And I'm putting the
If
FNAF
this-
movie in its own place out in the void.
The FNAF movie is
It's its own thing.
strange.
It's very
Yeah,
good.
Well, I will say, if video game movies become the new trend, I don't see it being. It will not, unless some like mega genius sneaks inside. I doubt it will ever be great, but it won't be the slop that we're getting now.
I don't know.
It'll be like-
Sonic 3 was great.
Yeah,
I thought that was a great
will-
movie. I will
we will
tout
get-
that movie as great until the end of time. Brilliant.
we will get
amazing.
great movies interspersed with slightly high quality slop and then just standard slop. But I think, whatever the trend after video game movies is, that will be better.
Okay.
Also, like, the villain's
Okay.
whole motivation is, I want to destroy everything.
Her motivation is she
Because
wants the gold because her culture has valued gold over everything else.
no, see,
So
she got bullied, therefore she must destroy all creative things.
no.
That was
I
it.
understood it to
That
be a
was
little more complicated
no,
than that, which is
no. It was she got bullied at the talent show, and now wants to destroy all creativity
it
and
was more
also
like
mine
to
the gold. But like,
destroy everything was as a byproduct of getting all the gold. But yeah,
it was mainly to destroy all creativity.
I thought it was the gold.
No,
But hey,
the gold was the means to destroy everything.
no.
That was the justification. The gold was the
No.
yes.
I
Yes.
think it was the inverse. I think it was the inverse.
I think you're
Was-
stupid.
Because everyone around her told her that getting gold was the most important thing she could do. So she gave up on her dreams to say, I want gold. And I will do anything to get it. Right? So, and then Steve's position was, don't let conformity defeat your creativity. So there we go. Agree to disagree. So yeah, is that everybody?
I
Yeah.
have not. I've been trying to talk about the movie, and I can't
Say
bring
your
my
pi-
opinion out because of you, Ben.
Say your piece. Speak it. Speak it loud and proud.
Okay, thank you.
You have the floor.
Okay. It's just I want to get my frustration out a little bit because it's just like I've been trying to interject more of my opinion, but I just can't.
Didn't
'Cause
hear you.
you get-
Sorry.
Okay, so my general opinion, I felt the plot was very rushed. I feel that the first little bit that could have done some tweaking, and they should have spent more time buffing out how to do things and like how to explore and whatnot, and just buff out the Minecraft section
Yeah.
and shorten the everyone's trying to get there, because that felt really the plot felt really rushed in that. And let's see, they could have done a little bit better with the big bad evil side, because I feel like the villain's reason to do a lot of these things wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
They could have given I don't even know the
I don't
woman
even remember
piglin's
the
name.
piglin's name.
Yeah.
It's like Margesh or Morgesh or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
They
this is
could
the
have
answer. Oh.
they could have like given her a stronger reason on why she decided to go take over the overworld, other than just, oh, I got shunned out at a dance show, or no, it was a talent show. Yeah, I got called out at a talent show that my dancing sucked. So I'm gonna just go remove all creativity
Yeah.
from these guys. I don't think that's that strong of a motivation to be a villain. And
Yeah.
I feel like they should have. They were trying to give Steve the main character role, but I feel like the other characters kind of interjected Steve's role, and there was a lot of main character conflict. Like, who's the main character here?
Yeah.
And I don't get the live action, why they could have done something to make the live action fit better, but I don't think I don't know. It felt weird, but over time it was all right. The music was for this movie better than I expected. Don't get the Jack Black musical things here and there, but all right, I guess it works. And I don't get the villager side plot at all.
No.
That doesn't need to be there unless unless it actually has some plot relevance, then maybe you can keep it in. But I don't know why they have it in there. That it doesn't really need to be in there, other than for quote unquote comedic value.
We need the silly billies. You don't understand. We're Warner Brothers. We make $1 bajillion. We need the silly billies.
that literally was the entire movie. Mojang is trying to interject a bunch of brain rot to these kids to be like, "Hey, I want some money."
I could tolerate the Jack Black, the chicken jingle, and then the song at the end.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
can
need
get
the other
that.
two.
No.
At the third one, I was like, ugh. It's another one.
Yeah. I do have another question. Okay, so y'all remember the scene with Jason Momoa or Garrett when he first encountered the creeper?
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone hear like a whispering like kid voice coming from like, was it the creeper or someone in the audience?
It was probably the audience.
It was
someone
probably from the
was
audience.
like someone was
It was like, turn around.
Yeah.
turn around, run.
Yeah.
Also, another thing.
thought-
Why when they were in the quote unquote creeper farm, which was not a creeper farm, anyone remotely
I think
who's
if they
played the
panned
game,
up and there was a broken one, that would have worked.
like Minecraft Story Mode has a beautiful like scene, and for reference, you'll see this in the video. I'm gonna sound crazy for saying this right now.
No, I know what
but
you're talking about.
they
I
fall
know.
through a mob grinder, and it's not
Yeah.
really like an actual mob grinder that you would see in Minecraft, but it works to what it works in that context of that story. The creepers don't actually blow up when they get near,
They blow up
Yeah.
on contact.
which is
Yeah.
not how they work.
Yeah,
Someone-
none of the mobs worked like the actual games. Like a lot of the mobs are more, if you're just generally around them, they know where you are and they will attack you. A lot of this was if they don't see you, then okay.
They were very hand picky with what mechanics they wanted. Like they had the
Yeah.
20-minute cycle. They had
And it's not even 20 minutes. I don't think it's 10 minutes for day to evening.
another.
In-game?
I think
That's
in
like
game,
30,
yeah.
almost 20. 24?
No, 10. It's 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
20 for a full cycle.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
So
20 minutes full cycle.
yeah.
Hmm.
So they got that wrong. Jack Black got it wrong.
At least surprised we didn't get Jason Momoa saying, he's right behind me, isn't he?"
Yeah, that didn't show up in the movie. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
But we did get a vague derivation of "they fly now," so my crash out was semi justified.
When?
That was me
It was the
whispering to
electricity.
you.
Yeah,
I whispered that to you.
yeah, but they said, "Oh, we can fly," something like that. It wasn't. It wasn't the full thing. But you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that as a half W,
Okay.
like a quarter W.
What else?
Daniel,
is
do you
there?
have anything you want to
Daniel,
say?
Daniel, what's your input? What are your grievances? Likes,
Oh.
dislikes?
I got nothing much to say.
You got nothing?
Really?
You think it was
Really?
big old nothing burger of a movie?
Yeah, I mean, it was a movie. It happened. Was there some things they could change? Of course, but at the end of the day, it's a Jack Black movie, and
Yeah, that is
I
kind of.
I thought it was pretty funny. You know,
Yeah, it was at least funny.
it was meme. It's a memeable movie.
There were some things that got me to audibly exhale. Most of them were Jack Black. But I mean, if you've seen any like modern Jack Black movie, he's just Jack Black.
Yeah, if you've seen one, yeah, like you said after the thing, like
This
if you've
ain't-
seen one Jack Black movie, you've seen them all.
This ain't no School of Rock.
Yeah, a lot of it felt like to me, I wanted to sing "I'm placing blacks and shit
Because I'm in fucking Minecraft.
A lot of the movie, I just wanted to sing that, and I felt it would work. Let's get a rating from everyone. I think that's a good idea. Daniel, how would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10?
6.
I'd rate it. Yeah, 6. Gavin?
4.
Ben?
6.5.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit